I'm back on again. I'm not going to be here for too long. I just wanted to hop on for a little bit and to say something, and then I'm going to hop back off. But I wanted to come on live and say that relatives can literally drive you crazy. Whew. I got to take a deep breath on that one because it just it's too much. Like, do you have relatives that do the most? Do you? Hmm. They want the most. They ask the most, but they do the least for you. Period. And I said what I said. If you're not careful, you will get yourself in a world of upset, of disruption, and you will make yourself, you will make yourself be stuck in all sorts of compromising situations. You'll get yourself feeling all kind of upset, blood pressure all high because of what they're saying and what they're doing. See, when you're around individuals that are dysfunctional, when you're around individuals that are your relatives and they're very unhappy, they're going to try their darndest to make you feel unhappy too. They sure will. They're going to try. They're going to do everything possible to make you unhappy. But will you fall for the baits? Because that's what they're going to do if you allow them to. If you keep taking the bait, if you keep letting them bait you into all sorts of situations, if you keep letting them control your mental health, and if you don't stand up for yourself and to say no and to mean it, you're going to be upset for the rest of your life. Literally, until you take your power back, until you say no and mean it, until you start standing on business, yeah, they're going to keep using you and abusing you. People will keep disrespecting you if they see that you let them disrespect you. They see you stick around, if they see that you are miserable, if they see you don't do what you need to do for yourself, if they see that you say one thing and you do another, yeah, your relatives are going to keep playing with you. Yeah, and your relatives are going to keep taking your money as long as you keep offering it up. I always say, over here, this is not the bank. I'm not the bank. I'm not Amscot. I'm not any of those check cashing services. No, don't come over here with your problems, your pity party. And people will say, oh, you're mean. Yeah, I'd rather be mean and have my money. I'd rather be mean and not make somebody keep saying and doing things that will hurt my feelings. They will say all of these things to get your money, and then you'll never see that money again. And then they'll say, oh, you gave that to me as a gift. And it's like, really, a gift? And you remember every single thing. And that's why I always say it doesn't matter if a person is your relative or not. If you are going to go into some sort of something where you're letting someone borrow money, if you don't put it in writing, they're going to deny it. They're going to say, oh, that was a gift. So you make sure you write it out the day it was done, and make sure that they sign it, and for them to write down when they're going to pay it back, and all of these things. And if they're not willing to do any of those things, to write it down, then don't give them your money. But you must have not a verbal agreement, but a written one. I'm, I'm telling you, as somebody who has been through it, been there and done that, and the ones that will deny and say, you did not say that, you gave that to me as a gift. When it comes to money and relatives, the two don't mix. For me, I personally think it's just best to not give money to relatives. It just works out better. You'll be happier. They may not be happier, but you'll be happier. It's just best for everybody to not get yourself in those sort of compromising situations with relatives. But outside of relatives and money and how it doesn't mix, but also you have to be very careful about the drama that happens. And I think every family, every relative, every family unit has things going on. I think everybody has the individuals that are very angry. They got a lot of things going on. You're going to have the immature ones. You're going to have the ones that are going to be very manipulative. Like they will just destroy people with their mouth, just say anything. And then they want to say, oh, you're just sensitive. Don't let your relatives treat you like you're garbage. I had to learn that part about speaking up for myself and don't go around them. If people who are your relatives feel so comfortable to disrespect you, they're going to keep disrespecting you because you keep allowing it. And when I learned to say no and to mean it, no, I'm not going to do anything with you. No, I don't want to be around you. And then they want to ask you why. And if you tell them why, they want to act like their feelings are hurt. You're very mean and judgmental. You're non-supportive. The only time they want to support you is when they get some sort of benefit. So when you realize that, when you find out who people are, you got to believe them, even when they're your relatives. You got to remove that emotional feeling, that emotional attachment about what they are thinking or what they have to say about you. Forget about it. That's what it is. And I'm just so much happier, so much better now that I do not allow my relatives to bring me down with their negativity, with their judgment, with their complaints, with their manipulation. It's just best. It's just best. Relatives can be a lot. At the same time, you love them, but at the same time, you don't love their behavior. You don't love the disrespect. And many of them just need a lot of healing. They need to heal. Some definitely need to grow up. And I know that many of you feel like I do. You love them. I have my relatives and I love them, but at the same time, I hate their behavior. I hate the disrespect. I hate the judgment. I hate that they only want support, but they're never willing to give me any support. And those are my things that I no longer will allow myself to compromise on. I'm not going to compromise. If you don't show up for me, don't expect for me to show up for you, because it's just not going to happen. If I don't see that you know how to be there for me, then I don't know how to be there for you. It's just that simple. It's not rocket science. It's the reality of life. So don't let your relatives play with you, play in your face, be rude to you, be disrespectful, and you just keep taking it. If you keep allowing people to run over you, I promise you, they are going to keep running over you. But when you start minding your own business, when you start making yourself happy, using your gifts, going out and enjoying life, oh yeah, they're going to have things to say. They're going to say, oh, now you think you're better. Well, they're free to feel however they want to feel. But as for me, it's not that I feel like I'm better than my relatives now. It's just that I don't want the aggravation. I don't want the judgments. I want people to actually be happy for me and clap for me when I'm doing things, when I'm learning and I'm growing. And the thing about your relatives, if you did something when you were younger, a few years ago, they'll never let you forget what you did. There's no complete forgiveness when it comes to relatives. They just will harp on it, make fun of you, and at any opportunity, at the like a right during an argument, they're always going to bring something up to throw it in your face. So for that reason, it's I just stay away. I stay away from the majority of them. I only have just a few of them that I actually deal with because because they're respectful of me. And I want to say to all of you too, as well, Gems, If you don't have relatives that are respectful of you, your boundaries, your mental health, if they feel that they can just talk to you any type of way, they feel like they're entitled to know all your business, and they're demanding, not asking, they're demanding your money, and you must give it to them. Mm-mm. And stay back, stay back. Take a step back from those individuals, because you'll always be miserable if you keep yourself around those people. You will. And I've tried so hard to give them the benefit of the doubt, hoping that one day they're going to do better, one day they're going to be supportive. Hey Shanti, hi, kicking it with the roots in the house. Yeah, it's crazy, right, Shanti? I just, I don't know. I'm just at the space in my life where I can't. It's like I love you and I will be willing to help you, but I got to think about me these days. I really do. And that's the clap back. You get clap back. You get some smoke. And people will say, you think you're better and you're this and you're that, but it doesn't have anything to do with that. I'm not even on that sort of time anymore. I don't have time to judge you because I'm too busy working on my goals. I'm too busy trying to be happy. I'm too busy taking care of myself and getting into my life's work. I'm too busy over here laughing than to worry about that you're over there crying. And it's not that I don't feel some type of way because you're having problems, but a lot of times our relatives will make a lot of poor decisions and expect for us to bail them out of it. And I, for one, I'm tired of it. I have my own problems. I got my own issues. Um, and I'm not trying to be insensitive, but I'm just telling the truth. I can't keep helping people who don't want to help themselves. I work hard, not just on a job. I grind on several things. I grind for my business. I grind for my social media. I grind on an actual job, a job. So I'm grinding 3 times harder than most people. Most people just have their job, but I'm grinding on a job. I'm grinding on different social media sites because I want to have success at certain things. So I make sacrifices. And I'm not complaining about that, but I'm just sharing that relatives will know that you're on social media and ask me if they'll ever support it. They don't support your social media. But trust me, when you start getting that money come in, now they want to say, hey, cuz, hey, sister, hey, this, hey, that, right? And I was like, I can't. I can't do the toxic energy. I'm past that in my life, especially at my big age. At my big age, I'm past the part of just sitting and waiting for people to do right. I'm at the age where I feel sorry that you've been hurt and you've been through some hard times, but honestly, so have I. So have I. And it's not like I'm not struggling because I struggle. I just don't let my struggle consume me. I match my faith with the struggle, that I allow my faith to pull me out of it. I just don't stay down. I just don't lay down and just say this is the best that I can do and just complain about it. I put in the work. I work hard for every single thing that I have. And that's what it is. Hey Delvin, how are you doing? Blessings. Shanti says, because they definitely try to throw those pity parties. Yes, and we just can't do it, right, Shanti? I know I can't. I can't do those pity parties. They want you to feel sorry for them all the time. But number one, you don't see them making any changes in their life, okay? They're talking about something, oh, this has happened and I don't have money. Okay, you've been complaining that you don't have money for the past 10, 15 years, but you haven't pivoted. You haven't changed anything. Have you got some education? Did you get a higher paying job? Have you tried something else? Have you started your business? Have you grinded and done something so that you can make more? And that's what I'm talking about. You can't just talk about what you want. You got to be about it. Stand on business. If something isn't working, we're not kids. And I think that's the thing when it comes to our relatives, they still want you to treat them like they're kids and feel sorry for them. And even when it comes to if you have children and they want you to still see them like, oh, do this for me. Can you help me, please? And it's like, at the same time, you love them and you feel guilty to not help them, but you can't just keep helping grown people. It's like I'll give you some assistance, but I tell them all the time, but don't depend on it. If I can do it, I'll do it, but don't depend on it. Don't come over here. Don't let me be the first person you come to. I need to see what you've done, your legwork, okay? I've done this, this, and this, and this, and now I'm coming to you because I've tried and it's still not working. Just don't come to me first and say I need, because I'm gonna shut you down every time, boo. I'm gonna shut you down. Let's see. Delvin says, I am good. How are you, Marlene? I'm doing great, Delvin. Thank you so much. I'm doing all right, Shanti. I always say moment by moment. I don't even say day by day because every moment shifts and changes. Sometimes you wake up in a beautiful headspace and then something happens and your world seems to fall apart. So I just take it moment by moment. At this moment right now that I'm hearing this live, I'm okay. But nothing is promised. And that's why I always say I do the best that I can. I try to be supportive, but I'm done with the being walked over and used. Like, don't even come over here. You guys will probably think I'm mean and harsh, but I got a very long block list that is my relatives. They can't even call me anymore. And they'll be asking other people, why did you block them? And so you need to go back to them and ask them to think about why they were blocked. Period. Shanti says, I love that moment by moment. Yes, I don't do like people will say, take things one day at a time. A day is too long. Right now, I'm just going to work on this moment, and then in the next moment, we're going to work on that moment. Don't overwhelm yourself, everybody. You know, life is too short, and I know that I'm not the only one that has a lot of things going on. You got to be patient with yourself. And when it comes to relatives, if you don't sit yourself down, they will make you have a breakdown. And actually, that if you don't go past that, they're going to put you in a box. They're going to make you be 6 feet under the ground if you don't start taking better care of yourself. And that was something that I had to start doing. Like, I was blowing up like a balloon. I'm gaining all this weight because I'm stressed out. My blood pressure was high. I was like, girl, you about to put yourself in the hospital, worrying about people who are not worried. You're over here, you can't sleep at night, restless, gaining all this weight, and they're chilling. And I'm like, how can you be chilling and you're the one that I'm worried about? So I had to make some evaluations when it came to my relatives. While I love them, at the same time I had to learn that my love, their love cannot be superseded by mine. I can't stop being my own friend. I can't stop being there for the people who actually are loving me back and putting myself on the back burner for people who would never be willing to do anything for me. hmm so I'm proud to report, guys, that Marlene has been putting in the work. And since about April, I started in April, and since April, I have lost. I think it has gone up to 13 pounds since April. So May, June, July, August, yeah. So, and that's, it may not seem like a lot to a lot of people, but 13 pounds, I think I'm doing pretty good. And I still got my around 20-ish pounds to go. So I'm just taking things one day at a time. It's not the about doing things fast. See, I want to make what I'm doing now a lifestyle. It's a journey now for me. It's a journey for me to take care of my mental health. It's a journey for me to take care of my finances, make better financial decisions, to think about my future and not just think about my present. And I'm learning about not wasting. And when it comes to relatives, they want everything the best, everything name brand, this, that. And I'm like, uh, I can't do that. So I have to leave that mindset behind. And it's not that Marlene doesn't like nice quality name brand things. I do. But I'm not going to be eating my retirement. I would rather have something from a box brand than name brand and be cool. That I've paid it off. I don't have it on a credit card. I'm not having any debt. I'm not stressed out about somebody coming and taking it away from me, getting it repoed. Yeah, I'm on that sort of time now. I'm on the elevation mindset. I'm about building my generational wealth. I'm about preparing myself for retirement in a few years. I'm on that sort of time, and people in that are not on that wavelength of progression, they don't understand that. I'm not trying to work for the next 20 years. I'm trying to make better decisions so that I can be chilling. I can be chilling very soon. And I'm not going to say it because you know everything. The devil listens to everything that you say. But me and God, He knows because I've been praying about it. God knows. And as long as God knows and I know, and I'm doing the work, I'm shifting, I'm budgeting, I'm doing what I need to, I'm not wasting, it will come to pass. But anyways, back on the topic, what we're talking about, um, I think is so important for us to understand when it comes to relatives that relatives are not going to change. They're going to continue to be toxic. And notice I keep saying relatives and not family because relatives are not family. They are not the same. A relative cannot be your family, okay? Even though family can be your relative. But it doesn't go across because a person who is a relative has to make a choice to be your family. But a person who's your family can also be somebody you're not related to, if that makes sense to everybody. And I have found myself the best family. I have found family on social media. I have found family in my work space. I have found family in what I do in coaching. And I've just been having the best time of my life because I've been choosing myself. I've been taking care of my mental health. I've been having conversations. I've been communicating. I've been journaling. I've been putting in the work, exercising instead of eating. I've been drinking my water. I've been minding my own business. I've been blocking out negativity. So when people don't see me on social media, don't get it twisted to think Marlene's not doing anything. I got things that I'm working on. I got a whole website. I got website and so much other stuff that I'm working on behind the scenes. So when it comes to fruition, of course I'm going to share that with you guys, but relatives don't understand that part that I'm not just sitting down, relaxing and chilling. I got a plan. I got things that I'm trying to do. I got things that I'm working on so that I can live my best life. And everybody doesn't want to live their best life. Sometimes the relatives want you to put in all the work and then they want to be able to become successful because of you. And I'm not going to allow that to happen. If somebody has not been there for me from the beginning, you can't come when everything is going well for me. Because where were you? Let's be honest. Okay? Let's see what I missed. Yes. Same thing has happened to me, but it's time to change. Nice. Congrats on that. Thank you, Shanti. That's a lot to me. Don't jump out of the window for people who wouldn't open the door for you. Yes. It's like don't try to bend over backwards for someone who would never conform. They would never pivot. They would never shift. They would never change any part of their routine for you. Got to be mindful of that. Yes. Do exactly. Elevate and evolve. That's right, Delvin. It's facts. Delvin says you make sense. Right. We have lives outside of social media, even though social media is a part of my life because I'm not just a content creator on this red app. I'm also a content creator on other social media apps. That's what a lot of other people don't know. I'm trying to make it happen across all platforms and also having a JOB, also running a business. So when I tell people that my plate is full, I don't mean my plate is full just because I'm working a job. I have several jobs. And then on top of that, you got to be, keep your home together and groceries and food and take care of yourself. It's a lot. So when it comes to relatives, I am learning more and more to make myself happy, to believe who people are when they show me who they are, and just block them. Just leave people alone that want to be angry and miserable and want to be jealous and want to be argumentative and want to be messy. Do you guys have messy relatives? Ugh, I'm just so exhausted with messy people, just in general. I can't do messy. I say at my big age, I don't have time for messy. It's time to get away from messy and be in that peace space where you can breathe and you can relax and you can feel safe and you can have restful sleep and you can have a lot of laughing, but you can't have laughing in your space if you keep inviting their negative energy in. If you keep letting them come around you and see what you're doing and telling them your personal business. I no longer do that. And I have a lot of relatives right now very angry with me because they don't know my moves because I don't tell them anymore. And it's not because I don't like them, it's because I can't trust them. Period. And I put that on everything. And you can be mad if you want to. If I don't trust you, I don't trust you. And that's what it is. And if I don't trust somebody, there's no way I'm letting you into my personal private business and the moves that I'm making and the things I'm doing. I'm not telling you nothing. No, you can't come over. You can't come over here. No, you can't know my business. No, you're not going to know nothing going on in this household. You gotta learn to keep your business quiet even when somebody is your relative, because it's a lot of them that want to see you fall flat on your face. And I hate to say that, but relatives can hate you. They can hate you and they can hate on you. They can be jealous and they can probably want the person you're in a relationship with. If you want to be real, I'm going to be real. They wish that they had your life. They wish that they could be happy like you are. Some people don't have that enough initiative, that enough love for themselves to do what you do. But that's to each his or her own. I can't let my relatives stop me from my peace. I can't. I refuse. I'm not going to allow it. Yeah. Delvin says I try not to deal with them. Yeah, you should. I don't even like when I see phone calls come in. I don't answer my phone anymore. I'm on a different vibe. If someone has not text me, I'm gonna call you in a little while. I'm not picking up the phone. I do not allow people to have access to me at all times. That's just where I am in my life. Like, what do you want? And as soon as you pick up the phone, they're gonna be with that mess. It's like, what do you want? Yeah. And I don't have time for it. I don't want to hear it. I just can't handle negativity and drama and all this stuff about, how much they're struggling and what they're going through and who's fighting and this one isn't getting along. I don't want to hear it. And whoever is not getting along, then they need to work it out on their own. Don't bring it. I'm not Miss Fix It. I'm not everybody's fallback plan. It's not for me to fix other people's issues. I am not everybody's savior. And I sent out a mass text to all my relatives. I I will no longer be your savior. Do not call me when you need money. Do not call me when you need a ride. Do not call me. You need to think about what you're doing with your money, and you need to make better decisions. I am not your bailout. I don't want to hear about your negativity and who's fighting. If it's something positive, of course, bring it. Oh yeah, I love that energy. You're in school. Oh yes, I'm gonna clap for you. You started your business. Oh yes, let's do this. But if you call in talking about your baby daddy, your baby mama, who's fighting, you're in bankruptcy, I'm sorry. I don't want to see anybody lose, but at the same time, I'm not going to lose what I have trying to bail you out of your problems. I'm just it. I'm just there. Mm. Oh yeah, Shanti, I'm going to put that. Shanti, I think we should make a shirt. I'll split it 50-50 with you. I'm not a bank or a bus. Hey, don't come over here with that. What about it, Shanti? You want to go 50-50 on it? I'm not a bank or a bus. Okay? Don't even try it. Hey, real odds and evens, how are you doing? He says this needs to be set on a loudspeaker to the leeches and the users. Oh, I'm just so tired of it. I really am, real odds and evens. Like, you guys have no idea. I come from a very big family. I have a lot of relatives, but at the same time, I'm going to be real. I only have a handful of people that are my relatives that actually will reach out to me on a regular basis. But the difference, I do have family that are my relatives, and they're always there for me. They're always checking on me several times a week. And those people I do not classify as my relatives. Those are my family. But the ones that you never hear from them, the only time you hear from them is on a holiday or when they want something from you. The rest of the time, you don't hear from them at all. They're not trying to check on you, ask you how you're doing, is everything okay, and things like that. So I just had to cut myself off from those people. Let's see what I missed. Delvin says some people just like to use other people. Yes, they do. They love it. Shanti says because that depressing negative spirit will take you out, take you all the way out. Listen, I can't do it. I can't take that negativity every time they call. And and I know my Gems family knows, when they call and you see that phone ring and you see their name come across the screen, you can just roll your eyes because you already know what time it's going to be. It's like, oh Lord. So don't even answer it. I don't even answer my phone. And even any of my relatives, if you may be listening here in the background, you could call me as much as you want to. I'm never answering that phone because I already know what sort of time you're on. I'm not the one. Shanti says, about to watch something with hubby. We'll come back later if you're still here. No, I'm about to get off, Shanti, but thank you so much for tuning in. Real Odd says, and it's nothing ever positive. Yet you can help them for years, and the moment they get ahead and wealthy for a bit, they are nowhere to be found and won't help you out. They won't. Actually, that it'll be so secretive you won't even know about it if you didn't hear about it. And I'm not going over there. I'm not going to dry beg. I'm not. I'm not begging nobody for their time. I'm not begging anybody for for them to show up for me. I'm not begging people to love me. I'm not. I refuse. If people cannot match my energy, match my support, be there for me, listen to me, then they can stay right over where they are. And I mean that. So I just wanted to tap in, everybody, and to give this on time message to all of my Gems family. Do not let your relative play games with you. They love to play games with your mind, make fun of you, laugh at you behind your back, take all your money, and be smiling in your face, and they know that they can't stand you. So what do you got to do? Cut them off. Stop answering their phone calls. Don't let people play with you, especially when it comes to relatives. Talk about, that's my family. No, that's not your family. That's your relative, and there's a major difference. If they do not show up for you, then leave them alone. Okay? Period. I said what I said, and I'm dropping the mic. Real Odds and Even says, yes, we don't beg. We will figure it out on our own, as we have been doing. Yes. Do the best that you can. Yeah, that they will stay away from you when they find out that they can't get any more money or rides or know your business, or you're not a part of drama anywhere anymore. When you start being positive and you don't want to talk about negative things, then they want to say you've changed and you're mean and all kinds of good. Yes, I have changed, and I'm proud of it, because I love myself and I will not be used and abused, and I know boundaries. A big difference. So sending you all positive energy, positive vibes only. Don't let your relatives play with you, y'all. Anybody who is new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel. And make sure you check out all of my mods in blue. Real Odds and Evens. Delvin, Kicking It with the Rooks. And she's not in here right now. But Sirius as a Virgo from Georgia, she's my super mod. She's awesome. So is James Wilson. Realist One here. Nate the Great Podcast. Boss Life Online. I got some amazing supporters. Oh, Bella's Homestead. Kristen. It's another awesome channel for you guys to connect with. Yeah, check them out. They're all amazing. I thank them always for supporting me, and Miss Nexie, and what is it, Tracy? I can't think of the last part of. Oh, I hate when I can't remember, but it's T Racy something. It's something T Racy's Positive. I think that's what it is. So you guys make sure you go by and you check out those channels. Thank you all so much for supporting me. And everybody hold your head up, okay? And I will definitely see you guys on the next one. Don't let your relatives play you, okay? You heard that here first. We're going to make some changes and do the right thing, okay? Hold your head up. Do right by yourself. Take care of yourself. Put on your oxygen mask on. We can do this. Right, Gems? You can do it. Just cut them off. Cut off the toxicity. All right. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace, peace, everybody. Yes, T Racy's Positive. That's it. Thank you all. Have a wonderful rest of your day, everybody.